So I'm assuming you're watching this video because your college has decided to add the FERPA process to one of the procedures you're using. And what it does is it allows us to enter the FERPA code onto the student's record on SOATest. And I'm sure you've watched that video already, or if not, you're about to watch it. But you go to SOATest, you add the FERPA code, and then you need to do what I'm about to show you so that FERPA code will be viewable on SSB. So that if an advisor is talking to a student or a mother comes in and says, I want to talk about a student's record, they can actually go onto SSB and see if that student has signed a FERPA release for that mother or their father or whoever without contacting the registrar's office and ask if y'all have that paper on file. So it really depends on what code you're going to use. And if you decide to use this process, you're going to have to request the codes. Some colleges use one code. They just said FERPA release. The student signed a FERPA release. That means the person can talk to mother, father, spouse, whoever. Other colleges decided to go a little more fine-grained, and they had a FERPA release for the mother, FERPA release for the father, FERPA release for the spouse, whoever. FERPA release for the guardian. You can go whatever route you choose to go. But if you're doing this, you're going to want to make sure that your codes can be viewable on SSB, because the whole point of doing this is so that the advisors or the instructors don't have to contact the registrar's office every time a parent wants to speak to them. They can log on to SSB, they can see if the student signed a FERPA release, and then they can talk to the parent if they have. If the FERPA release isn't on SSB, then they can tell the parent, well, I'm sorry, I can't speak to you. Your child hasn't signed a FERPA release. If your child was okay with us speaking to you, they should go into the office of wherever at your college that they do that and sign a FERPA release so that we can speak to you. So, but this video is focusing on making the FERPA releases visible on SSB. So you're going to go to SOAWDSP, and in the validation table field, you're going to enter in the validation. Now, because we're using SOATest, that's the form in Banner that we go on and put the FERPA release once we get the signed copy from the student. You're going to come here and you're going to put STVTESC, and then you're going to select Go. On the left side of the screen, these are all the codes that exist on the validation table, STVTESC. On the right side, these are all the codes that you've already said, okay, I want to display these on the web. So to get the FERPA release over here, you have to find the code here. So if you know the code, that's great. If not, you have to scroll through each one of these, and there's 26 pages to find the code. Now I'm going to go to page 21 because I know there's some FERPA codes there. And you'll see they have FERPA codes. You'll see SLCC actually did one for the mother, one that says contact the registrar, one for the spouse, and that's the only 3 that they have. You'll see that Suella has a generic FERPA release, and they have the father, both parents, mother, contact the registrar, or the spouse. Now, to get the codes from this side to this side, all you do is select the code that you want to move over, and you select Insert Selection. And then you can come back and do the next one and do Insert Selection. And then you continue until all of your FERPA codes are on the right side of the screen. Once you've done that, you select Save, and now these codes can be viewable on SSB. So if the student has the code attached to their SOATest form, their record, then it will be viewable on SSB when anyone's looking at their test scores.